Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, something went wrong. Something went wrong again. I'm gonna click continue, just get into it real quick. So for those who don't know, here's a little bit of giggity lore here. I have been trying to play through the Dark Souls games for the first time ever. You guys probably already know that. And I started with Dark Souls 1. And I got hooked immediately. I had already played Elden Ring 2 times before that. And I loved Elden Ring. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I still think it's my favorite of the bunch that I've played so far. I really enjoyed that game a lot. And so I decided with this new channel, trying these new games, what better way to start than with a Dark Souls. You know, it's one of the best games that people love to watch. You know, the Dark Souls gameplays, like, of people playing them for the first time. People love watching that shit, so I decided it was a good idea, and I did, and I was hooked on it right from the very beginning. And in my Dark Souls 1 playthrough, when I got to Sen's Fortress, I recorded that gameplay, and unfortunately, the Sen's Fortress gameplay ended up getting corrupted for whatever reason. Sorry, my stomach's kind of hurting today, man. I was not planning on recording today, so Tum's kind of feeling a little bit wonky. You guys know my stomach issues, bro. Anyways, yeah, the Sen's Fortress gameplay ended up getting corrupted. So I recorded the gameplay, it was around 2.5 hours long, saved it, and then it ended up not downloading. It wouldn't even go like halfway. It wouldn't even go like halfway to downloading into my computer. And so I was like, what the hell's going on? It's very weird, right? And then I ended up having to restart my computer or whatever, and when I restarted it and restarted my computer, the file was completely just gone, pretty much. It was still there, but for the time that it was recorded on, instead of saying 2.5 hours, it said 0 hours, 0 minutes. And if you check my YouTube, so I ended up having to make a post just talking about, like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what I should do. Should I keep playing? What do you guys want me to do? Blah, blah, blah. I made a video doing that. And you guys said to just keep going, and it is what it is. You guys will just skip that part or whatever. And so that's what that's what we ended up doing. And I was really upset though, because I really wanted to show you guys that Sen's Fortress gameplay. It was really interesting, really fun in my opinion. I raged a lot, and unfortunately it got, like I said, corrupted, and I couldn't upload it. But we kept playing Dark Souls 1 and kept going, and for the rest of Dark Souls 1 it was fine. And then we played through Dark Souls 2, and all of Dark Souls 2 was fine. No files got corrupted there, nothing happened. And now today, or not today, but yesterday, I recorded I started Dark Souls 3 a couple days ago, and I recorded the next part of my Dark Souls 3 gameplay, and it happened again. My file, it wouldn't download into my computer, and I was like, why is this, what's going on? I didn't have any storage space or whatever, and the problem is, so I have a MacBook Air, and the problem is I have 256 gigabytes of space on the MacBook Air, right? And for some reason, it says I have no space left. Okay, so obviously you think, okay, well then go delete some files. But if I check I don't have any files. I have nothing on my computer, dude. I'm not a tech guy. Like, all my saved stuff, all my shit that I do is always just on my phone. I never really use computers. I'm not good with any of that stuff. So I have nothing on my computer. And so I check my storage on my MacBook Air, and it says that 170 of the gigabytes of my 256 gigabytes is being taken up by system data. And so whenever you look up, like, how do you get rid of that, the easiest way of doing that is just a power cycle on the MacBook Air. And so that's what I do, is I do a power cycle. What you do is you hold down the power button for 10 seconds, and then it turns off, and then you turn it back on, and sure enough, that works every time. It clears up all this space, the extra system data space, and it works this time too. But the problem is, every time I'm trying to do that, every time I realize that that's a problem, every time I realize I don't have any space, I have a gameplay clip saved. I have one of my gameplay videos done, and that's how I figure it. That's why I figure it out in the first place, because it only happens once every couple of months, obviously. And so when I do the power cycle, it for some reason ends up corrupting that clip, and that's what happened again this time. Sure enough, I did the power cycle, went back into my Elgato to download it, and it said 0 minutes and 0 seconds yet again. So that file of 2 days ago at this point's video is corrupted, and there's nothing I could do to get it back. Which is why, by the way, I haven't uploaded in 2 days. I've been trying for these past 2 days to figure out any way of getting that file back, but I literally just can't. It's just gone yet again. So what does that mean? Well, unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see a whole massive 2.5 hour gameplay yet again. I do have the audio still saved, and people keep saying like, why don't you upload the audio? But the problem is like, dude, I feel like no one's gonna, like, I know there might be like one or two of you guys that want to listen to it, but without like watching what I do. But I feel like the vast majority of people aren't gonna want to see that, you know. But I think it's just such a bad idea. And like, what would I put for the background, you know? Like just a black screen. I don't know what I would put in the background clips. I do play a lot of Rocket League, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite, Battlefield, whatever it may be I'm playing at the time. So maybe I could just like record myself playing some of those games and use that as the background footage and just mute the audio in that, and then just let the audio of the gameplay play out. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. But I figured what I think is the best idea is to go through each individual thing I did in yesterday's video, walk through the entire like level, everything that I did yesterday, and just explain every single thing that I can at least try my best to remember doing, because I obviously have to try and remember it all. So we started the episode, so that's what we're going to do today, is just going to go through every single thing that we did, and yeah, that'll just be today's video. It's going to be a short video, obviously, because we're not going to make any like progress. Like, I'm not going to make any progress, but for you guys, it's going to seem like I'm making a lot of progress, if that makes any sense, because again, I already did all this stuff I already did, and it sucks, dude, because it was such a fun episode too. I feel like I fucking figured out so much shit, but yeah. Anyway, so we started this, so that's what we're going to do today. It's just going to go over hopefully everything I did, try and think about everything I did, and just remember everything, and that's what the video will be. It's just kind of talking about what we did yesterday, and unfortunately you guys won't be able to see my actual genuine reactions to these things, but at least you guys can understand what I did, and you guys can be caught up on it, so that next episode you know where we are and everything. It's not just a big massive chunk missing. I want to wait for this to open up because we went out here. I don't know this. Okay, so yeah, this is actually something that I figured out. Oh, okay, there we go. This is actually something that I figured out in yesterday's video. There was this like fog wall thing here in Firelink Shrine, and I was really confused yesterday. Apparently, you guys explained that the reason why this happens is because it's using it as like a loading screen pretty much, and trying to load the outside area of Firelink Shrine, which is pretty cool. So that's something that I figured out, but due to the comments. A lot of the things that I figured out were due to the comments. But yeah, I came out here and I was just kind of like looking and just explaining what I just explained there, and how how these fog walls work here. I was just explaining that, and when I was out here, I noticed that you can see the first ever bonfire. See it above the tip of my head. If you look above the tip of my character's head right now, there's that orange glow. That's the first bonfire you touch, and I know it is because if you look over there in that little arena, see that other orange glow? That's where you fight Iudex Gundyr, and that's where you come from. Which I thought was super cool. You could see like another part of the world all the way from over here, and it's actually like detailed. Isn't that kind of? I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know what that is, obviously, but yeah, I thought that was cool. That was just something that I noticed. Another thing that I obviously did that you guys have been seeing this entire episode is I have the Grass Crest shield on my back. I did some experimenting yesterday with the Grass Crest shield. I was kind of just like looking around, seeing things, and because so. You guys commented and was like, hey, that Grass Crest shield you picked up helps with stamina regeneration. You should put it on your back if you can. And so I did, and that's obviously why it's on my back, to help with stamina regeneration. But as you guys can see here, I have the Chloranthy ring on, which raises the stamina recovery speed. And so I did some experimenting to see if they stack, and they do. So I have insane stamina recovery speed right now. Look at this. Watch. Ready? Watch how fast it recovers. Ready? That's crazy. Isn't that fast? So yeah, so I did that, put that on, the Grass Crest shield is on. I upgraded my Sellsword Twin Blades, they are now at +4. However, I did ask in the video, what do you guys think I should infuse it with? Because a lot of the comments are saying, hey, make sure you infuse those Sellsword Twin Blades, that you really want to infuse them as where they become best. But I don't know what, so I went over here to yo fucking boy Andre. As you guys can see, by the way, as well, we also got another Estus Flask. We're at 9 Estus Flask +2s now. I don't know if burning the undead bone shard, I don't remember if I did that yesterday or if I did that at an earlier video, but if I didn't, then I also upgraded the Estus Flask to +2. But yeah, I went to Andre and I clicked on infuse, and I started like looking at it and everything, and I was like, okay, looking at all I kind of realized what they all do. Like, so for example, the heavy gem gets rid of the dexterity scaling but increases the strength scaling. The sharp gem weakens the strength scaling but strongly strengthens the dexterity scaling, which this one seems like the best for this weapon to be. And then refined gem, it looks like it kind of makes it like equal almost. Raw gem looks like it just gets rid of both of them but increases the base damage. The fire gem obviously infuses it with fire, and the poison gem infuses it with poison. So all that stuff makes sense. I think the sharp gem is the best one, but I didn't want to make a decision just yet without your guys' advice. So I didn't do that yet, but I do think the sharp gem is the best. I just don't want to mess it up. And so let me know what you guys are thinking on that. I know some people say bleed is the best, but I don't see a bleed gem thing. So I didn't, so that's why I didn't do that just yet. But yeah, so I did that. I upgraded my weapons to +4, and I looked at the infused thing. Grey Rat came back, and he has a bunch of new,
Oh, I know you back in one piece.
yeah. He has a bunch of new like items for sale and everything like that, which is pretty cool, obviously. Yeah, you know, pretty cool. Okay, and then I went over here to Yol, and uh-oh. Who are you? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, well, this did not happen last video. This is new. I knew this was happening because of a comment. A comment told me, make sure you go to him and draw out your true strength 5 times, because after a while he dies. Well, he died. So, I knew this was going to happen. This isn't, like, surprising. It is still depressing to see, though, man. Damn. But I did manage to draw out my true strength 5 times from him. I killed myself in the Firelink shrine a couple times so I could get it from him. So I did get that, but now he's dead, which is really sad. You can just wait, because I'll wait for the next episode to do that. That's not new. I'm not going to talk to whoever that person is just now. Because again, this entire episode is literally just meant for me to catch you guys up with what I missed. So we did that. Obviously, we leveled up a couple times too. I'll show you my status. Level 45. Those are my stats right now. We did all that. I still don't know what that hollowing thing means. If you look at my player status, I have hollowing 36. I don't know what that means, but if I had to guess, I would guess it has something to do with how many times you died. But I don't think I've died 36 times. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like way too high of a number. Or I'm not good at the game, but 36 is... I feel like I've only been playing the game for a little bit. Oh yeah, so I gave Irina down there another tomb. I ended up getting another tome or whatever, so I gave her that. I don't think I gave the... Yeah, I don't believe I gave the merchant lady here, the Firekeeper lady here, any other items either, so she's just the same. But I did buy something from her, and it was something that was very important. The tower key. Yeah, so that's pretty much most of like the stuff that I just did in Firelink Shrine or whatever, so I guess we'll go to the actual place that we ended up going to yesterday. So the first things first, you guys told me to go... Oh, another big thing. I was complaining a lot about using the Sellsword Twin Blades. And people were like, you're using them wrong. Everyone explained to me that I was using them wrong. And so I know that this is how you're supposed to do it now. Okay, I get that. I started using that a lot more in yesterday's video, and definitely made them a lot more entertaining to use. So don't get me wrong, I get that now. But yeah, so the first thing we ended up doing is we traveled to the Crucifixion Woods and went back to where we killed the Black Knight. That was the first thing we did. We went back to where we killed the Black Knight because a comment was telling me, make sure you go back there. There's a surprise there. I went back there and there was absolutely fucking nothing there. So I don't know if I'm just crazy or if I'm missing something, but I saw jack shit where I killed the Black Knight. And so, yeah, I just left there and went to the Cathedral of the Deep. This is where we went, the Cathedral of the Deep. And I mean, I could try and run through the entire level, I guess, again, but that's going to be a nightmare. Well, actually, we went to the Cleansing Chapel. We did not go to that, but I went to the Cleansing Chapel. Oh, yeah, so I know this is DLC, by the way, the Snowfield. I know this is DLC because you guys so appreciate that. Shout out you guys. Which is crazy, because you can access the DLC extremely early in this game. And call me crazy, like, I don't think I could take it right now. Don't get me wrong, I definitely couldn't. But it doesn't seem that hard for the level that I am right now. Like, it doesn't seem impossible. Like, for me, it's impossible, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I wasn't that far off in terms of level for this DLC. I was doing some decent damage, at least, you know. Either way, let's go to the Cleansing Chapel. And I guess you know what we'll do? This is going to be a longer, I want to go through the whole thing. I want to make sure you guys don't miss anything. And so we will literally run through the entire level, and I'll tell you everything I did. Things I got pissed off at, things I was confused at, things I figured out, found. That's what we'll do. We're going to go obviously a little bit faster than if we were just doing it the first time though, but we're going to do that. So obviously we start here, and at first these two doors were closed, but as you guys can see, they're both open now, so pretty fun fact there. But yeah, so I went out here, and one of you guys told me to make sure that as I keep going through this level, keep checking this well. And now, as you can see, I can talk to it now, but at the beginning, I could not talk to that well. And again, now I can, but at first I could not. Also, watch this. I'm about to get 600 souls randomly. Ready? I don't know why this happens, but I just get 600 souls whenever I come here. Okay, now I look like a fool. Oh, yep, there they are. 600 souls. I don't know where that comes from, but it happens every time. Every time I would come back over here, I get 600 souls. Either way, so yeah, I kept looking out for that. I came up here, all these guys started spawning. I tried killing them until I realized that they're endlessly respawning. They just keep respawning, so there's no point in killing them. I got all the items in this little graveyard area or whatever. I came up here, got all the items, blah, blah, blah. These guys, if they attack me, put maggots on me, that literally just caused me to bleed like 15 times, and there's nothing I could do about it. At least nothing that I could see that I could do about it. So I was just dying because of bleed damage from maggots so much during this entire time, and it was so unbelievably frustrating. There it is. Yep, look at him, maggot boy. They love it. They love the maggots, dude. I can't stand it. Oh god, these guys are gonna attack me when I come over here. Anyways, yeah, so I did this entire little area here. I got all the items in here. The maggots were so fucking annoying, dude. They just constantly caused bleed on you. It was not fun. As a matter of fact, that was like this entire area. The Cathedral of the Deep, the entire area was the most annoying part of this game so far for me. Move out of my way, buddy. Those dog guys are even worse than the regular ones. They're annoying as shit. Came up here, came over here, blah, blah, blah. Got all these items. Nothing really special happened here. I killed this lady. Okay, she's kind of whooping me up, sounding fierce because I can't. Okay, got her. Yep, give me that. Thank you. Came down here, and as I was down here, watch this. Ready? I don't know if it's gonna keep happening. I think it should, right? It's not. Oh, look at that! See that? You maybe thought scratch your head, going, "What is that? What's that?" That's the. So I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the game, I went through this area, and I was getting shot by bow and arrows, and it was driving me absolutely insane. I was pissing me off, and I was like, "What is that? What is going on?" So I eventually ended up climbing up this tower. At the top of the tower was a giant, and he goes, "Who are you?" And I talked to him, and then he goes, "I help anytime," and that's all he said. That's literally it. But he was the one shooting the bows when I was at that other area, and one of the comments told me like, "Hey, okay, so there was a message before him that said, kill for ring,' or something like that. Like I had to kill the giant to get a ring." And so I asked you guys in that video if I should kill the giant to get the ring. And all the comments were people being like, "No, don't do it. You can get the ring earlier on, and he will help you later on. There's no point in killing him." And so I didn't. And that is where he would help me later on in the game. It's right there. Which I thought was super cool when I first saw that. I was like, oh my god, he's helping me. Because when I was down there, he wasn't doing damage to me, but he was killing all the guys around me when I was trying to pick up the items, which I thought was super cool. Either way, I came over here next, and then there was I came in here. There's an item on that dead corpse, obviously, but I came down here, and then there was a ladder here. Now, I'm not going to go down here because it will cause me to bleed, unfortunately. But I went down there, and all that's down there is pretty much just a dead end. So, like, there's no way. Fuck, you know what? I'll do it. It's a pretty big area. I feel like I kind of have to. We'll go down here. The only problem is there's, like, enemies down here that, like, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to avoid them causing you to bleed, which is so annoying. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't have to go down to them, actually. That's them right there. Oh, my God. He aggroed. God damn it. These guys are so fucking annoying, man. Oh, I got it. Let's go. I got it without getting the maggots on me. Oh, thank God. Okay, so, alright, yeah, so I went down there, got a bunch of items, went over that way, and went around this, pretty much this big building, which ends up leading out to over here. Right around this area. There's a couple of, like, titanite beetles, or titanite lizards, or whatever you guys call them. I killed those guys, obviously. Came around over here, went up here, there's an item up here, I got the item. Came down here. I am not going to go back in here, but... Oh, wait. So at this point, I got jump scared by a lizard that was in here. A giant titanite thing, a giant glowing blue one. Killed that guy. And then I went over here which ended up finally leaving out to this plot right here. Every time I would leave that bonfire, I would see this item and it would drive me nuts because I didn't know how to get to it. And this is how I got to it. And so it made me super happy I got that item. Then I came back over here real quick. Went in this little hole. I thought this would be like more in depth, but there's literally just one maggot guy down there and like an item. I think it was a ring. Oh, yeah, it was a ring. Yeah, it was a poison ring. It helped with poison damage or whatever. So that's all I did down here. And then that's pretty much it. That was down here. I went back over here. Came back up the ladder. Now here's where it's going to start to get annoying because I'm not going to be able to really avoid the enemies, but I could try to just run by them. I don't know. There's just so many of them. But nonetheless, I came up here, up here, up here, over here, out here, up here, and up here. Okay. At first, that door was closed, by the way, so imagine that that's closed, and I could not open it from this side. There's an item back there, I grabbed it. Then I came over here. I'm not going to show you guys where every single item that I grabbed is, just because I don't remember where every single item that I grabbed is. Came over here, though. Killed all these guys, obviously. Came down here. Came down here. I'm going to kill this guy, because I'm pretty sure he's going to throw stuff at me if I don't, so I don't want him to get me. Come up here. A bunch of items or whatever that was over here, and this is a part where I started to get really annoyed and pissed off because not because of that guy, but because that guy dropped an item. Let me go grab this red bug pellet. But because of those guys right there, you see him? I hate those enemies. Those enemies are the most annoying enemies in this game. They somehow have... There he is. Yep, what did I say? They are so frustrating, dude. I cannot stand them. I don't know what that does, but... Eat my Duke, bud. Look at them. They are... I can't stand them. They're actually so annoying. There was an item over there. I picked it up. It was an ambush, but it didn't really do anything to me. Yep. This is what, see, look what I mean. Look at their poise. How does he have that? This is what I was so pissed about when I was playing the game, is I don't understand how they have so much poise when they have no armor on. They're butt naked. That's what drives me so insane. And they're so hard to hit because they're so small. I can't stand them. They are literally my least favorite enemies in any Souls game ever. I hate them. I hate them with every fiber of my body. Either way, we got all these items or whatever. Came down here. And they just keep showing up throughout the Cathedral of the Deep. The entire area is just filled with them, littered with them. Came over here, got all these guys, blah, blah, blah. Killed all those guys. Went up there. There was a big guy over there. Yeah, you can see him. See the big guy over there. I killed him. Got him over there. It was an ambush, so, but it didn't matter. I killed him. Came over here. I cleared out down there next. Down there. I cleared that all out next or whatever, but then I realized that I could probably go up another level, so I came over here, and that's exactly what I did. I jumped over here, ran up here, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's going to be up here. But it's just like a shortcut. Like, it's just like a shortcut to right here, which I thought was kind of weird. Oh my god, look at him. Like, what did I say? These guys, dude, are the most annoying creatures in any Souls game of all time. I cannot stand them. Either way, yeah, so I got all that done. I came down here. Please leave me alone, dude. Like, seriously. Okay, ran up here. Killed these two. These ladies were hard, because there's two of them. Watch, there's another one on the stairs or something. Okay, I don't know where she is. There she is, yeah. They were hard. So are these guys. Never mind. These are not who I thought they were. Haha, idiot. I actually got him. Nice. Alright, cool. Perfect. Okay, thank God. That was good. I was really worried because there's a lot of enemies there, so I was worried I was going to get like caught there and have to like deal with it all, which is going to be annoying. But I did not. I made it past. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did there. I just cleared out that rooftop area. That rooftop area was really annoying though, because of those fucking stupid, that little tiny guys. I cannot stand them. They're like my least favorite enemy in the game by far. Got all the items there, I believe, at least. And then obviously came up here, killed those guys, came up here. Did not fall for this little ambush that they were trying to set up here. I was like, this is no way they're just going to let me get this item. So I saw that guy hiding around the corner. You could kind of see, yeah, there he is. See him hiding around the corner. I saw him. Did not fall for their ambush. I don't know who they think they are. Either way, came in here, opened up this door. This door opened willy-nilly. No big problems. Obviously, I came over here, went down here. I did not... These things Yeah, didn't worry about them whatsoever. I just ran by every single one of them because they take forever to kill, don't give you enough souls, and don't give you any sort of special items or anything either for killing them. So every time I saw one of those things, I just ran right by them. These little statues try and poison you. Yippee. Whole lot of fun. Came in here, killed these people, obviously. I'm not going to kill them again, though. Came out here. I don't know if I went up the elevator first or what I did first here, to be honest. I know I didn't come out here first, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I went out the elevator first, actually. Or down the elevator, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what I did first. This is where I think it leads, and this is definitely what I did first. Yeah. Yeah, I came down here, and I got so excited, because at this point I had, like, no Estus left, and I was like, oh my god, this place is a nightmare. I came out here, and this is the first shortcut to that first bonfire in the chapel. Right here. This door finally opened up, and I got back to the bonfire. I was super excited to see that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rest at the bonfire. Get 4 Estus back. And yeah, I was super stoked to see that. That made me so happy. So happy. Anyways, yeah, so I came in here. And then bada boom, bada bing. I went and talked to the well at that point, by the way. At that point, I went and checked the well. He still wasn't there. He still wasn't talking to me yet. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. Let's just keep going back. But yeah, nothing had happened with that yet. I came down here. This is a dead end, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, that guy tried to, yeah, that annoying asshole. Yeah, I believe this is where that big guy was. There's a big guy at the bottom of here, and he's high-carding an item. Yeah, this is a dead end. This was a dead end. There was just an item at the end of it. I came down here and grabbed that item real quick. Yep. This is why I hate these little blobs, dude. Let me buy it. Thank you. And then this part is where I started to get so pissed off. I was already pissed off, and I got even more pissed off here. This, I mean, he's not going to be here because I killed him, actually, so it's actually going to be not that bad. But there was a giant right there, and he was just banging his arms against this entire platform, all the way over to that little hole in the wall over there. You see that little door? This entire area, he was just banging his arms and killing me over and over again. I was getting so pissed. I did not check over here. Wait a minute. Okay, there's nothing. Yeah, I didn't see that, though. But yeah, it was annoying, dude. I could not stand it. It was so frustrating. But obviously he's dead now, so it's not that bad. But that was really annoying when I came here the first time. And this guy was, yeah, shooting at me. Oh my god, what a piece of shit. Anyway, I came down here. I did not go there yet. I went down here first. If I'm remembering correctly, this is the room with the mimic in it. Yep, there was a chest here, and I was like, who do you think I am? You think I'm gonna fall for that? Because it was just like so blatantly obvious a mimic. Like there's no other enemies in the room. A massive chest just sitting in the middle of a door. So I immediately attacked it. Sure enough, it was a mimic. Killed it and kept going. Kept going down here. There's a big guy down here and a couple small guys. I don't see the big guy though. Does he not respawn? Maybe he doesn't respawn. Killed him first try. I didn't die to him. Feel very proud of myself for that. I don't think he respawns because he's not here now. But there was a big guy here, like a big knight dude with like a glowing mace. Yeah, I don't think he respawns. Okay, cool. I killed him first try. Made it through this little area here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. I was about to say. These little shits, dude. Look at them. Look at them. What did I say? What did I say, dude? They are the most annoying enemies in the game. I swear to God. Oh my God, they're so annoying. I hate him. I hate him so much. Either way, yeah, I killed this guy. Ran into that room. I'm not going to go in there because I'm going to get trapped in there. Well, actually, wait, no. I think he probably won't respawn, will he? Either way, I ran in this room, got an item, and then there was a massive creature. Oh my God, it was creepy looking. It's super easy, though. Like, I killed it without taking any damage in like 2 seconds. Super easy enemy. It was just very scary, very intimidating. It looked like nothing else in the game so far. It was super cool looking, too. But I killed it super fast. Got like a ring, I think, from killing it. I don't remember exactly, but I did kill it. Super happy about that. And then I ran over here. At this point, it was all cleared out. Notice that this was like definitely the next part of the world that I have to go to. So I ran back inside and went up to that other side there. Went up that other path I missed that I didn't go through, which ended up leading to up. You can hear like the clanging up there, but it's also where that archer was shooting the fire arrows at me like 10 seconds ago. That's where that led to. I went up there and cleared out that area. I died up there, and I was so pissed off because I died to the big creature. You could hear it's like clanging. It's one of the big fat ladies that like read their books and they go, oh, ho, ho, ho. One of those ones. It was one of those guys up there, and he or she, whatever, killed me when I was up there by the most bullshit way ever. Watch what happens. Ready? See this wall here? If I attack, it stops my attack because it hits the wall. Makes sense. But it doesn't work for opponents apparently, because I was behind a wall like this, and she was on the other side, and I went to go heal right here. Her massive mace went right through the wall and hit me. I was so pissed. It actually pissed me off so much. Either way, I cleared out this like entire bottom area, went over there and killed the giant. Which actually, we'll go in here real quick because this was the next place that I went to. So yeah, I cleared out this like area. There's like a couple guys over there and stuff too. I cleared out all those guys. See all the tiny guys like walking about. I killed all them, obviously. Went over onto those sides of each one of those things. Got all the items over there. Took it really slow. There was a bunch of poison statues trying to poison me the entire time, but I didn't let it happen because I'm just him. Came down here. I think this just leads to a dead end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a couple items and stuff, but that was it pretty much out here, right? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, so I came down here, it was just some dead end. At first I thought this was going to be that door, the very first door that I couldn't open when I walked up that big staircase when I was still outside of the cathedral here. I thought that's what this door was going to be here when I first opened it up, and I was really disappointed when it wasn't that. But I thought I was like, made some serious progress and made it open up a big shortcut by killing this guy. By the way, the giants, even though they were annoying when he was slamming his arm up against me, were so easy to actually fight. Like I did not struggle on them whatsoever. I pulled a lever which ended up lifting up this bridge. There's also a bridge over there that also got pulled up by another lever, and there's another bridge between these things that you have to pull the lever up there, up at the top. It's not down here like the rest of them. And that bridge is actually important. These bridges, I don't think they actually lead to anything. That one there and that one there don't actually lead to anything. You can't like ride them up or whatever. I don't really know why they're there, to be honest, but they are. So yeah, there's a lever there in that corner. Is a lever for this bridge, and then there's another lever for that bridge, like right there. I think it's like over here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see it right there, right there. So that lever pulls up that bridge, and then that lever in the corner pulls up that bridge. So that was pretty cool. There was another giant over in that corner. I killed it, obviously, but he was over there. But yeah, they were super easy. They were just tanky. They had a lot of health. They just didn't do it, like, they could never connect and attack, though. But either way, next thing I did was get hit by that annoying asshole. Come over here, and then come down here was the next thing I did. All right, is this guy not going to aggro onto me? Oh, no, he is. Of course he is. Okay, I got him. Thank God. I hate those guys so much. Like, actually my least favorite character in the game. Either way, I came out here. This leads to... Okay, yeah, this is where I got that. Okay, so out there is... Remember where I saw that little tiny little alleyway, and I was like, oh, if you go in there, all that's in there is just a maggot guy, and then there was a poison ring? This is where that was. That's the bottom floor. I couldn't get up here earlier, though. But this leads... Obviously, that leads to up here. I think this leads to that other shortcut, actually, back into the chapel, if I'm not mistaken. It does, yes. Yeah, so that elevator we'll check in just 1 second, but this is the other shortcut to the bonfire. See? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Pretty cool, right? I was super happy when I saw that, obviously. Another new shortcut unlocked. The next thing we did is obviously go over here, though, and come up this elevator. This was the next thing we did, which is another big annoying part of the game, to be honest. But it leads to where this archer at the very beginning of the level was shooting at me. This is the very, very beginning. Out there is the first door. If you look over there, you can see that's where I like come from the ladder. Down there is all that stuff down there. You can see like where I fought the crystal guy right there. Right there. That's the beginning of the level. And I was like, oh my God, I'm finally up here. Let's go. Got super excited. I thought that was it, but then I found this ladder over here, which ended up leading to a whole new part of this cathedral area, which was pretty crazy, pretty crazy. This guy dropped me some special item when I first killed him, by the way. I don't remember what it was, but he dropped me something special. Could this be an ally? Therefore, try friendship. Yeah, well, I didn't. I murdered him. So, if he was supposed to be an ally, I killed him immediately and never looked back. So, yeah. All right, anyways, yeah, so the next thing to do was I went out here. You drop onto this little platform here, and then you go up here. This is where I started to get even more pissed off than I already was, because there's a lot of these little fucks. So annoying, dude. There are so many of them, and they are all annoying as shit up here. Either way, I went down there, killed that guy that's hiding in that corner. Came over here. There's gonna be a little guy that, yep, there he is. Killed him. Went down there, picked up some item or whatever. Came over here, went down here. There was nothing down there, just that annoying shithead. And there's a guy above me that's gonna try and drop down, so I'm not going back down there. But I did go down there at first. I just, I'm not doing it again. That I'll do in a second, because I did that after. Went down there, got that item. There was a trap. There's a creature above me, as you can see, right there. But I killed him, no big problem. Oh, haha, eat my shit. He just tried to attack me, but fell. Either way, yeah, did all that stuff, killed all these creatures, went down there, picked up that item, blah, blah, blah. You guys get the idea at this point, right? Picked up all the items, whatever. But this entire area, though, even though it looks like I'm like, oh, yeah, well, whatever, well, it is what it is, was so annoying. Like, so frustrating. Because it's such a tiny little area where you can fight all these creatures, and they're annoying. But on top of that, it gets even worse. Because if you go in here, this is the next part I went to. I went in here. These guys, you know, still just as annoying as they were before. Look at them, yep. Just as annoying as they were before. And there's a couple of them in here. As you can see, there's one over here too. There's like 3 of these guys. Yeah, you can see one over there, one there, and then one all the way over on that side. You can kind of see him walking a little bit. There he is. See him with his sword walking around over there? There's 3 of these dudes. That guy's not that big of a problem. That guy's not that big of a problem because he's on such a big platform. But like, ooh, Thrall-Axe, nice. Yeah, so he's on such a big platform. That leads out to the very beginning of the entire cathedral, so I did not drop down there. I figured that out because you can look at, that's the path where the giant would have been slapping your arms around. So I did not go drop down there. But anyways, yeah, so I ended up having to fight. Again, that guy, not a problem. I fought him on his platform. It's super easy, kind of fun, actually. They're fun to fight. They're fun enemies to fight. Just not when you're fighting them on these extremely small little balconies. That one and that one, I wanted to die trying to fight those opponents. They were so annoying. You have just no space. God, it was a nightmare. Either way, I'm gonna try my best to not fight these guys, because after fighting them, I went over here and realized you can drop down right here. Yes, I made it. Are we serious? I'm gonna die. The other one fell. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what was pissing me off so much, dude. This right here. It's so annoying. That's where you have like the smallest room to fight them on, and their poise is infinite, so you have to dodge, and you just fall off. It's so, oh my god, it's so annoying. It was so frustrating. I tried to just run away from them, but of course they followed me right down there, of course. Why wouldn't they? I was doing so good with the recap. I hadn't died yet. And of course, that's where I die. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. So is this guy like supposed to be friendly? Oh my god, he is. Okay, well, sorry dude, I killed him. The first time I saw him, I didn't know he was friendly. I'm not gonna kill these guys anymore. I'm just gonna run straight to where I was. Here we go. Just gonna keep running. Just gonna keep running. Whatever. Are we serious? Did I drop down here? Oh my god, I'm almost dead again. Yep, these guys, whatever. These like this thing was annoying. I'm actually gonna kill this one, but I'm not gonna kill the other one. So there's a bunch of them that spawn behind, as you can see over there. But this lever pulls up that third bridge, and you can use it to walk across there, which I'll do in a second. But before I do that, I came up here. There's a bunch more of these little creatures here. They're annoying. One of them was friendly. It wasn't attacking me. I killed it anyways. I don't know why I do that, man. I'm a animal. This door was closed. I opened the door. It leads into here, which is a bonfire, obviously, as you can tell, but also some sort of covenant. And there was a pale tongue thing that I could give to the covenant, but you guys had told me in the last video not to do that once I got to the pale tongues, because apparently the pale tongues are used to respec your character in this game and are very valuable. Don't give them to the covenant. But this is the covenant here. I don't think I joined it. No, yeah, I'm still part of the sunlight thing there, but I did get the item for it. So yeah, there's a bonfire here. It was nice. It is what it is. Whatever. You know what? I should probably rest at this bonfire, actually, yeah. Get my Estus back and reset the enemies. Maybe better, I feel like. But nonetheless, yeah, so I did that yet. Did all that yet. And I believe this other area just leads to a dead end, which was a little annoying. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Alright, because I'm remembering now. Feel like I real quick pull this lever. So yeah, so I pulled this lever. Ran across the bridge, which has led to this area. There's so many messages here. And there was a lot of messages there last time too, and I don't understand why. I feel like I'm missing something that's there or something, because there's so many messages there. Nonetheless, this is finally that first door we saw. Finally, it opened up, the big first door. I was super happy to see that. Nice little shortcut, obviously. So that made me super happy, super happy. And then this at first was not up. It was not moving. But if you go in here, there's an elevator. And again, at first I couldn't use it. It would say the contraption does not move. So I'm going to use the elevator here. But what I ended up doing was run it back across the bridge there, pull the lever again to send the bridge back down, and then jump on the bridge and ride the bridge back down so I could get back down there. And then I went over there, killed the other giant over there. There's a bunch of like armor and weapons. They were kind of weird. I can't remember what they, you know what, let me just look. They were called something weird. There's some weird hammers. I thought it was kind of funny. What were they called? There they are. Yeah, the Drang set is what I got over there. But I killed the giant, walked up that staircase. You can kind of see it over there. It's like walked up that staircase, which just ends up leading to that platform right there. You can see that little door, that archway. That's where that staircase leads to, that archway. And then onto that big platform, which is where we're about to go right now. This is where this elevator will lead to. I hope I'm doing good. I hope I'm doing good with the recap. I hope it's still like entertaining to watch. I know it's not the same, obviously, as me experiencing it for the first time, but it's the best I can do, guys. But yeah, there's a bunch of enemies up here. I killed them all. A bunch of big dudes, whatever. Killed all the guys up here. That just leads to a dead end. I killed everybody up here, though. Went up here. There was just, again, some guys there, whatever. Looted all the items. Got all the shit. Did my thing. Came over here, and then ran down this staircase, and finally we reached the end of the Cathedral of the Deep, because there was a fog wall here, which, by the way, was the first boss of the entire game to actually have a fog wall. No boss up until this point had one, so I was actually prepared this time to go in here and fight a boss, because I knew it was going to be one. We had been in the area for like an hour and a half already, and I was like, there's no boss yet. It's got to be the final boss. I don't know where else to go. It has to be a boss through this fog wall. Sure enough, it was. They were called the Deacons of the Deep. It was just a room full of those little pyromancer guys with the glowing red eyes. That's literally all it was. But I had to do damage to the one that was glowing red. And at first you would kill the glowing red one, and then a orb would go up in the sky and like infect another one or whatever. Then you had to go find that one and kill that one. What is that, by the way? Archdeacon set? Huh. Okay, well, that was not there before, obviously. Either way, yeah, so I did all that, and then so I went in here, yeah, and that was the boss. And then after a while of killing the glowing red ones and the orb going back into the sky, one big red guy spawns in the middle of them all, and then he's just the boss for the rest of the fight. He doesn't die until the fight is over. You just have to keep doing damage to him. And I think the difficulty of the fight is supposed to be the fact that you're just constantly getting barraged by other opponents in the room. But I first tried them, and at the end of the fight, I had full health. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because of this extremely overpowered ring for this fight. If you're struggling on the Deacons of the Deep boss fight, put on the Pontiff's Left Eye ring. This was literally like I could just go in there. I did not have to worry at all. I could just stand in the middle of them. They would slam me a bunch of times, whatever. I would just attack, and then I would just keep continuing my attack, use all my stamina to attack the main enemy. And since there's so many standing around you, you're doing so much like successive attacks over and over again that you're constantly recovering HP. And it made it so easy, so trivial, so easy. I said it in the video, and I'll say it again now though. I think this is easily the worst boss of the game so far. It's literally a room full of basic enemies. That is so lazy, so bad, such piss poor design. It reminds me of the Congregation from Dark Souls 2. It's literally, as a matter of fact, it is the exact same thing as the Congregation from Dark Souls 2. It is such a boring ass boss fight, easily the worst of the game so far. And this is a moment where I said, like, guys, I gotta be honest, man, so far I'm not super impressed with the Dark Souls 3 bosses. Like, don't get me wrong, Vort is super cool. Vort is really, really cool. I loved that guy. And Ayudexiondir is also a pretty cool boss. Like, he's fine. He's not great, but he's fine. He is what he is. But like Crystal Sage, mid. Deacons of the Deep, bad. Not even just mid, but bad. And the Cursed Rotted Greatwood, mid. Like, I gotta be honest, man. I really am not a big fan of the bosses of DS3 just yet. But you guys do keep saying that all the good bosses of the base game come later on in the game. So I'm looking forward to it. But so far, man, nothing special, nothing spectacular with the bosses. But obviously this, yeah, I beat the bosses here, first try, whatever. Was pretty happy. This is a dead end, by the way. There's nowhere else to go, at least not that I can tell. So that was it. That was the Cathedral of the Deep. We finished the Cathedral of the Deep. This is when we went back to Firelink Shrine, by the way, at this point. Oh, before I did that, I went back to the well, actually, and went to the well and finally talked to it. It was Sigward, or whatever his name is, Sigmeyer, Sigland, I don't know the fucking dude's name. The chubby guy, the onion guy. I talked to him in the well, and he was like, the reason why he was in the well is because somebody had stolen his armor, and so he was butt cheek naked and didn't want to come out of the well. And so he was like trying to ask me if I saw his armor, and I said no because I didn't. And he was like, hey, well, if you see my armor, let me know if please bring it back to me. And so I know I have to do that now for his quest, and I want to do that quest because you guys really want me to finish it. You say it's one of the best quests in From Software history, so I do want to finish that quest, but I just don't really know how. I have a feeling now I do, but again, I wanted to wait until the video went live so you guys could tell me if I was right or not, because the next thing we did is went and bought the key, the tower key from the merchant, and went to the tower, which was such a cool moment, dude. This was so awesome. I was so happy to come up here. Came up here. This tree still had not dropped a thing or whatever. That ladder's down, but it wasn't before. Came up here, finally opened up this, ran up here. Was super stoked, super hot fire. Ran up here. First thing I did was go in here. There's an elevator in here, and I rode the elevator. I'm not going to actually do it all again, but I rode the elevator up, and at the very tip top of this tower was a Firekeeper soul, like the ones you would get in Dark Souls 1 that would level up your Estus flasks in Dark Souls 1. I got one. I got a Firekeeper soul at the top of this tower, which was like super cool. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Huge shout out to Dark Souls 1. That felt awesome, but I didn't really know what to do with it yet. So I immediately checked my inventory here, and it was a key. Just like this small doll is a key too. And so I read both the descriptions of these, but it doesn't really help. So I'm kind of confused on what to actually do with these. Now, the Firekeeper Soul one, I have a slight idea because of something that happens after I leave this. I'll show you guys that in a second, but it's so confusing. Like, what are they keys for? What are they doing, you know? I promise I read the descriptions. It doesn't really make much sense, though. And so, either way, yeah. So when I came back down the elevator, though, I was greeted with the door closed in my face and Patches. That's right. He finally showed. He made an appearance. That little bastard locked me in here, and he was all like, "Oh, have fun with the ladies." He was all being a dork. I was like, "Ooh, Patches, typical Patches." You know what I mean? So I dropped down here. I went that side first accidentally, and then when I dropped onto that carriage, I realized there was an item. I have it now, but you see that dead corpse right there, kind of sitting on that, like sitting right there. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's like right to the right of my hand right now. There's that corpse there. There was an item there, and so I went down there and did all that stuff or whatever, and then had to come all the way back up here and go and get that item. But either way, yeah, so we went down there, and when I went down there, that leads to a pile of what looks like dead Firekeepers, which is really confusing. There's a bunch of like dead Firekeepers, or at least just dead women down there, and I don't really get the lore behind that. I don't really understand what's going on there. Obviously, there's a Firekeeper soul at the top, so that's why I thought they were Firekeepers. but it's really confusing. I don't really understand what's going on there, but there is a bunch of dead women, and there's a door at the bottom. And when you open the door, it leads out to the door that the guy with the katana was guarding at the very beginning of the game, which was super cool. Fun little throwback, fun little shortcut, or whatever you want to call it. And it went back out there, and I was like, what? That was kind of crazy. And yeah, it was kind of a cool little shortcut thing, or whatever it may be, going on there. So yeah, went and did that entire area. Next thing I did is came back up here and dropped onto the roof here. I'll do that again real quick. And we went and kicked the ladder down first. That was the first thing we did, was kick the ladder down. And then we went over here and look at this. This was like, I literally started shitting my pants when this happened. Yup, there they are. I mean, it just makes me so happy. Oh, fucking boys. So the birds are back, man. I loved the birds in Dark Souls 2. I would bring them rocks all the time. They would give me some awesome items. I love them. They're my boys. I never even used half the items that they would give me, but I still loved them. And they're back in Dark Souls 3. They're all the way up here. It made me so happy to see this again. The only problem is I don't have any stones. So I'm really curious as to what I'm supposed to be like doing with the birds. Obviously, they're here for a reason, but whatever you guys... if you guys don't mind telling me like what I should be actually doing up here with these guys, I'd really appreciate it. Because, I mean, they're super awesome, and I loved using them in Dark Souls 2, but I just don't know what to use them, like, how to use them in Dark Souls 3. But it is super cool that they're here in the first place. That made me so happy, dude. I can't explain it to you guys. So happy. Like, oh my god, it was awesome. Either way, I dropped down here next. There was, like, an item right there. I think it was Homeward Bones, actually. But I got the item, and then came over here. Ran over yonder. There's a door right there. I'll go in there in a second. But I went over this way first, and there was nothing really over here, so I just went over here. So yeah, there's the door I was talking about. That's where I fought the katana guy at the very beginning of the game. If you drop down that tower I was just telling you about, that you could open that door finally, and it's super super cool little throwback, I guess you could say. But yeah, I came over here. There was nothing over here except for that path, which we went down, and over there it's super small. It's literally just like a tiny little path, and the only thing that was over there was a titanite beetle, or titanite lizard, or whatever you call it, and I killed it, got the item, or whatever. It loops back around to over where that ladder was, climbed the ladder back up, dropped back down over here, went over yonder, kept going, went in this door, and inside this door was like a weird little thing. You could talk to the birds again here, if you go here. Yeah, you can talk to the birds here again. But either way, there was an item here, and it was an Estus Flask Shard, which was super clutch, obviously. Yeah, that 20,000 souls to open up this key, by the way, was very worth it. We got the Firekeeper soul, which I think is going to be very important. It seems like it's going to be. An Estus Flask Shard, which is obviously extremely important. And my bird brothers are back. And we got to see Patches again. Which, I mean, I hate Patches just as much as the next guy, but we kind of love him, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was super cool. But, yeah, let me know what I'm missing with the birds there, because that was interesting. And I want to use them again like I did in Dark Souls 2, but obviously I don't have any, like, stones. I don't know if this game even has the small, smooth, and silky stones in it. If it does, I don't have any yet, so I gotta wait. But nonetheless, yeah, that was pretty much it. So that's pretty much everything that was up there in that tower. Now, there is still a couple things I want to talk about real quick before I end the video, because there's still a couple questions I have. So after all that was done, and I got out of there, I ended up finding Patches over here. There he is, obviously. And so I talked to him at first. He was like, oh, please forgive me. So I did. I forgave him, whatever. And now I could buy things from him. And look at one of the things I can buy from him. The Katarina set, which is a set of the guy in the well, which implies that Patches is the one that stole the set from the guy in the well. So my question, and this is a big important question, should I spend my souls on this set and give it to the guy in the well? If I had, I didn't want to, I was like, obviously that's what makes the most sense to me, because that's like how I would advance this quest line, is give him his items back, and it looks like Patches stole his items, so I have to obviously buy him back from Patches, and then go give them to the guy in the well. That makes sense. The problem is I didn't want to do it until I got 100% confirmation, because I added it up, and it's a total of 18,000 souls, which is crazy. So I don't want to spend 18,000 souls on this guy's armor set if that's not the way I should do it, or have to do it, I should say. If I could get this stuff legitimately later on in the game, and it won't mess up his quest, or whatever it may be, and I don't have to spend the 18,000 souls, I'd rather do it that way, obviously. So yeah, I didn't buy it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what I have to do. But I'm just putting it out here that I know this is here, and asking you guys if this is what I have to do, because again, I don't want to spend the 18k souls if I don't have to. Please let me know if that's what I have to do. But anyways, yeah, so that was that. And then So yeah, Patches is back, and he has the guy's armor set that's in the well right now. So I want to see if he's there. Oh, so Anri and the other guy, the guy that doesn't talk too much, came back here too, by the way. And I finally got word of like what the big city of this game is. I kept saying that about Dark Souls 3. Is I was like, what's the big city? Like Dark Souls 1, they talk about Anor Londo a lot. You know, Anor Londo is like the place you want to get to. Dark Souls 2, they talk about Drake Lake Castle the entire time. You know Drake Lake Castle is the big place you want to get to. This game hadn't had one yet. Nobody was really mentioning anywhere that I really wanted to get to. No like big city or whatever. And finally, Anri told me of one. Irithyll. So Irithyll is a place that I really want to get to, and I'm looking forward to get to. It's obviously like the big city of this game, or whatever it may be, big kingdom, whatever you want to call it. Because the way she was talking about it seems like it's a big. She literally said it's a big city, and apparently the guy Aldrich sounds like he's going to be like the final boss of the game, or at least a very important boss of the game, because everyone keeps mentioning him first of all, and also Anri's all like, we're still trying to find Aldrich. We went to his coffin and didn't find him there, or something like that. And she's like, we assume he made it to the big city of Irithyll. She said something along those lines. So yeah, I know Irithyll is like where I want to go now. Saw Anri again, which is pretty cool. And Aldrich seems like he's pretty important. But also, the next thing I have to talk to you guys about is I went back to the Firekeeper with the Firekeeper soul, and sure enough, look at this, give Firekeeper soul. I didn't do it though, because I don't know if I should. So that's why I want to know 100% if I should do it or not. Because the last time I tried messing with Firekeepers or whatever, she died in Dark Souls 1, and it ended up making the Firekeepers, the fire at the Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 1 go out completely, and I couldn't use that fire anymore, and it pissed me off. So anything that comes to like dealing with the Firekeeper, I'm just going to wait for you guys to tell me what I should or should not do with that, because I do not want to make any mistakes. I really don't want to ruin the bonfire of Dark Souls 3's Firelink Shrine. I really don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to. So that's the other question I have for you guys: is should I use the Firekeeper? Should I give her the Firekeeper soul? Is my other question for you guys. And then I think that's it. I think that's everything we did pretty much. I feel like I'm missing something though. It's starting to drive me a little insane. Fuck yeah, I'm definitely missing one more thing. Shit. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta think. I feel like I'm totally forgetting something that I did. Son of Mother Russia. Shit, dude. What is... I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to think. I feel like there's definitely one more thing that I thought was pretty important I wanted to ask you guys. Or at least bring to your attention that I did or something. Shit. Son of a bitch. Hold on, I'm trying to think, guys. No. Damn it, dude. I feel like I was doing so good, and now there's just one thing that I'm forgetting. Fuck me. Damn it, bro. Yeah, I'm forgetting it. Shit. Well, oh my god, now my head's starting to hurt, dude. Fuck, dude. I always overthink shit. I can't remember anything ever. I always just hate my brain sometimes, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't remember it. There's definitely something else that I wanted to say, or like show you guys that I did, or ask you guys, but I just can't remember it now. All right, well, shit. To recap. Oh, one thing that is pretty interesting is it sounds like Patches wants to kill Grey Rat. Which, by the way, if he does that, I'm murdering his ass. Like I love Grey Rat. Like, he reminds me of Melentia from Dark Souls 2. Like, yeah, he's a thief and he's kind of a scumbag, but he's my thief and he's my scumbag. You know what I mean? Like, no, ain't no one laying a hand on Grey Rat. He's my boy. Nonetheless, so to recap, a couple questions I have for you guys, things I want answered for the next video. First off, should I give the Firekeeper soul to her? Is that something I should do, or should I not do that? Is that a bad idea? Second, this small doll key, if I'll figure it out on my own just later on in the game, just like naturally, then don't tell me, obviously. But if this is like some sort of hidden area that like is impossible for me to figure out without like looking up a guide or something, please tell me where this goes, because I could tell it's a key because it's in the key slot, but where do I use it? Like, if I can't figure it out myself, if I'll figure it out myself, then obviously don't tell me. But if I won't be able to figure this out myself, please tell me. Same with this, by the way, the dark sigil, which accumulates curse. Don't know what the hell that even means. I read it, doesn't really make much sense, and there's 5 of them. Really confusing as well. So the key things are kind of confusing. Let me know what you guys think on those, or what I should do with those, obviously. Let me know what you think I should infuse my weapons with, my Sellsword Twin Blades. Do you think the Sharp Gem makes the most sense, or Bleed, or some other item? Let me know if I should buy the Katarina armor set from Patches and give it to the guy in the well, or if I will get it later on in the game for free, and I don't have to spend 18,000 souls on doing that, because I really don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. And also, there was one other big question I was, oh hey, look, I'm on top of this chair. How do you like that, piece of shit? Shit, see, I'm forgetting the other question now, too. Infusing the weapon, giving the Firekeeper soul to her, buying the armor set from him. What was the other question I had? Damn. Dude, oh my god, I can't remember a fucking thing. Man. I don't know. I can't. Oh, yeah. How do I interact with the birds? Yeah. How do I interact with the birds? That's the other question I have. Because I really want to interact with them. They're my boys, but I don't know how, obviously. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys have any tips and tricks on how to do so. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess that's pretty much everything we did. Those are all the questions I have. Those are all the things I ended up doing and figuring out, or whatever it may be. But there is one other thing that I'm definitely missing right now, and it's driving me insane, that I can't really think of, or remember, I should say. And it's going to drive me fucking nuts trying to think about it, because I really want to remember, but I can't. I just can't. Well, I do know the next thing that we have to go do is Firekeeper, the Firekeeper bonfire. We have to go do that and then do the entire area of Firekeeper. That's the next area we have to go. As the next episode will be us doing that. Will be us tackling the Firekeeper, unless there's an area that I missed, obviously, in today's video. That's like leads to like a big area that I should go to before Firekeeper, and you guys tell me about it. Then obviously we'll end up doing that instead. But if not, we will be doing the Firekeeper next. But definitely not going to do the DLC just yet, and that's the only other place that we have to go still. So yeah, Firekeeper it is. I guess should be interesting. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, sounds like a plan. In terms of the tomorrow's videos or whatever it may be, tomorrow's video should be trying Insurgency Sandstorm for the first time ever. It should be that. It's an edited video. Like I said, we're going to do one edited video per week from here on out until I decide to do more, if I make more money or whatever, and I can put some more money into the videos. And obviously we'll try and edit more videos in the future if I can, but right now I can't really afford that. I'm sure you guys understand, but for right now we're going to do one edited video of me trying a new game per week, and that tomorrow is going to be Insurgency Sandstorm. It's a multiplayer game, not a story game, but I did want to try it. My buddy Dylan plays it a lot and he wanted me to play with him, so I figured, okay, I'll play it with you, but I gotta, my first time playing it, I want to record it for my YouTube channel, so that's what I did. So that'll be tomorrow's video. Insurgency Sandstorm is going to be around an hour long. I played it for around 2.5 hours, but he's going to edit it down to an hour. And the video after that will be our weekly ranking video. Probably going to be ranking... Oh, we're doing the top 10 most rage-inducing moments of Dark Souls 2. That's this week's ranking video. So that's going to be on Monday. That should be. And then Tuesday will probably be Dark Souls 3 again. Like I said, we'll tackle Firekeeper at that point. But either way, I hope that was a fine enough video, a fine enough recap. Again, I know there's at least a couple of things I'm missing or forgetting about, which is driving me a little bit insane. But, like, is it a ring, maybe? What was it? Yeah, I mean, I really can't think. Oh, you guys said the Flynn's ring, by the way, is fucking useless. So that's good to know. I'm not going to put that on. I was talking about it in the other... Oh, the Estus ring. Increases HP restored with Estus Flask. That I did not see. Oh yeah, I had the Blood Bite ring on because I could not stand the maggots. But I could take that off now, actually. The maggots were so annoying. We probably put on the... honestly, probably Estus ring. Yeah, I guess so. Why not? That sounds pretty good. But yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for right now. Like I said, I hope that was good enough. Again, I know there's definitely some things I'm missing. It is starting to drive me insane. So I probably should end the video now before I start thinking about it too much. But yeah, I'm still in the market for any other dexterity weapons you guys think are pretty good that I should take a look at, by the way, because I am going to 100% do this run as a dexterity run, for sure. But I want to try out new stuff, you know. In my personal opinion, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Soulsborne Twin Blades, which makes people so angry when I say that, because in the Dex only video, everybody was saying, oh, you're just wrong in saying that the Soulsborne Twin Blades are not the best weapon in the game. They are easily the best weapon in the game. I'm going to be honest, if these are the best weapons in the game, then Dark Souls 3 is way harder than I thought it was, because these are not that great, in my opinion. Like, the Great Sword in Dark Souls 2 was way better than these are. The Black Knight Halberd in Dark Souls 1 was way better than these are. But I'm always open for other suggestions, is what I'm trying to say. So if anybody has any recommendations on what other dexterity weapons I should look out for, or keep an eye out for, or maybe if I have them already, just to try leveling up, try using a little bit, then I'm very open for that, and I would greatly appreciate it. Alright? Alright, well anyways, that is the end of today's video, guys. Again, I'm so sorry that you couldn't just see the video the way that it should be, obviously, the live, unedited gameplay of me just trying it for the first time and experiencing all these things for the first time, rather than me having to go through and explain to you guys what I did. Trust me, it makes me upset more than it makes you upset. I really wish it was out there for you guys to see. I really wish you guys could see me fighting Deacons of the Deep for the first time, finding all the things in the tower for the first time. It would have been really cool, obviously. But unfortunately, we could not. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm interested in the lore about the Firekeeper tower thing, like with all the dead Firekeepers in it. I'm interested in the lore behind that. So if anybody knows what the lore is behind that tower and why there's so many dead Firekeepers in there, please explain in the comments. That'd be super interesting. It actually looks like that's like one of the most interesting pieces of lore I feel like in any of these games so far for me. It's like what is that? I don't know why. It's just so interesting, intriguing to me. Like, why is there just a bunch of dead people there? It's confusing. But nonetheless, yeah, that is the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I know it's not the same, and I am sorry. There's just nothing I could do, man. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best, bro. I gotta get a real setup or something, like, plain and simple. I gotta start investing into, like, a real PC, like a true, full-blown PC with, like, a tons of terabytes of space, so I don't run out of space, and I could actually edit stuff on my PC, and have higher quality, and have a mic and a face cam, and go live, and do all that good stuff, this YouTuber, streamer stuff. Maybe start making shorts content, or whatever, but I gotta really lock in. But that way, that stuff won't happen in the future, so I'm sorry, but I hope this suffices. I'm pretty sure I got mostly everything. Again, I'm sure there are a couple things that I'm missing, but for the most part, I believe I got everything figured out for you guys. So you guys are all caught up on where we are in Dark Souls 3. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Tomorrow, like I said, Insurgency Sandstorm, weekly ranking video after that, Dark Souls 3 after that. So, Das Vidania, and have a nice night. Now imagine if this one also gets corrupted. If that happens, I will lose my mind.